Well, good day and welcome back to the Northbourne Repair Cafe YouTube channel. I've got an attempted repair video today. My trusty old shed work light finally didn't bounce as well as I'd like it to. Dropped it several times, but this time was from a bit further up, but got a little slight rattle in it now and it doesn't turn on. So I haven't opened up this before, so we'll give it a go and see if we can get it repaired. Thanks for joining us. So the item we're attempting to repair today is the work light, an LED work light that I use in the garage for a lot of my repairs when I'm under the car in particular, or if I'm in a dark spot. It's quite a good little portable unit, this one, battery powered or battery supply, rechargeable, and has been pretty robust. I've dropped it many times from the tops of ladders. Unfortunately, the other day I dropped it from about 4 meters and it stopped working when I picked it up. So let's see if we can work out what's gone wrong with it and see if we can fix it. So we'll take the back cover off here just for phillips-head screwdrivers, and the cover should come off. Hopefully. Haven't done this before, as I mentioned, but I think we'll start at the back section. Doesn't look like anything broken in the front, so we'll start from the back. So we'll open this carefully. Not sure what we'll have behind there, but looks like it separates pretty easily. Looking for any obvious breaks in there. And I guess time to look a bit further. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to check out is whether the LED light lamp itself is working, and the reason for that is pretty much if that's damaged in there, the whole thing's probably going to not be worth trying to salvage. Although, yeah, I'd give it a go just to make sure it's not just a loose wire. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to supply the LED lamp with the voltage required on these two terminals. So I've actually, to make it easier for myself, I've soldered a couple of fly-in leads on there so I can attach the benchtop power supply to that. Now the voltage I'm going to use is based on the voltage on the battery pack in here. You can't see that on the camera, but it's actually 7.4 volts, I should say. Another thing to show you today, first time, is this little widget up here in the top corner. I created a little bit of software that can read the voltage and current supply from my benchtop power supply and put it on the camera. So I just thought that might be easier to show you what's going on, and for you to see what I can see when I look at my benchtop power supply display itself. So let's start by connecting this up. See, it's drawing current, that's a good start, and guess what? We've got lights. I won't blind you too much, but obviously we've got a working LED, which is excellent. So I'll just turn that power supply off. That's all we need there. All right. Now, as I was doing that, I did notice we've got a loose wire here. So I need to work out where that comes from. I have a feeling it might be this bundle right here. So I'll zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. So this lead here was just hanging loose. Okay, now I can see that now. That's come off the switch. down here. I might have pulled that out as I was twisting this thing around. All right, let's see if that's the problem. But maybe it was broken underneath the heat shrink there, and there we go. Maybe it just came out as I was twisting. So let's resolder that back on and see how we go. Okay, so I think I might start by removing these excess cables. Those hookup cables have done their job now. I'll just remove them. And then try to resolder or get the other connector resoldered, the other cable that's come off. So I might just touch that up with a little bit of fresh solder on the tip of the wire. And a little bit on the switch connection that it came from. And just stick a little bit of heat shrink on there before we connect, as it's obviously a bit harder to do it once it's connected. All right, stick it on. I think my soldering iron is just a little bit cold, but let's see how we go. Okay, I'll slide that heat shrink on a little bit later. All right, so let's just do a quick check to see that wasn't just the problem. You know what? We're done. Oh my goodness, that was a bit quicker and easier than I was expecting. So obviously what had happened is in that last fall from maybe 5 meters, inside the heat shrink that was connecting, covering this connection, the wire had actually broken, the red wire had come out. Couldn't see that because obviously it was underneath the old heat shrink there, and there was a gap. That came loose as I was pulling this apart, came loose, and I thought I'd actually done it while I was just pulling the thing apart, but obviously that was the fault in the first place. So all I really need to do now, put the heat shrink back in place, make sure it's all assembled properly, and I think we're done. All right, let's see how we go. I will do this at fast and real time because there's a lot of very boring screwing of screws and stuff that you can afford to watch at a fast and real time. Okay, so we're all done now. This is the charging connector there, external power supply. We'll just do a wrap up. So there you have it. Finally got my favourite torch that I use in the shed up and going. Relatively simple fix, this one. Just a broken wire that was hiding underneath the heat shrink. Had obviously broken in the last fall and come loose, and we got lucky with this one. But anyway, the basic problem solving steps are probably useful for other people. We isolated the LED light, gave it a separate power supply, proved it was working, so was able to move on to the rest of the device. As it turns out, the problem was staring us in the face. A loose wire, a loose end, just needed to be resoldered back onto the switch itself. So there you go. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up down below, and welcome your subscription if you would like to see more of these videos, and hope to see you back again soon at the North Ball and Repair Cafe YouTube channel. Thank you.